African resources were in demand hundreds of years prior to the Berlin Conference in 1885. Originally gold and ivory brought Portuguese traders, then other European countries along with Portugal developed the African slave trade. In 1807, Britain sought to end the slave trade. The formal beginning of Africa's colonization was drawn up at the Berlin Conference. Great Britain walked away from the conference with many new territories in Africa. One of these newly acquired territories was Nigeria. Britain's interests were to establish new markets for its manufactured goods and to grow their agricultural trade. To harvest the raw materials in Nigeria, the Royal Niger Company was founded and led by Sir George Taubman Goldie. Goldie formed over 400 political treaties with various Nigerian chiefs. This allowed Goldie to become the new vice governor of the area. Over time, privately held territories could not stand up to state-supported territories of France and Germany, which forced Goldie to sell Nigeria to Britain in 1901. The exportation of Nigerian natural resources and agriculture were needed to fuel the industrial boom in Great Britain. This allowed for the exportation of iron ore, tin ore, lumber, cotton, cocoa, and palm oil. To promote economic efficiency, the pound sterling was introduced as the common currency. After Britain acquired the territory from Sir George Taubman Goldie, Nigeria was organized into two regions, North and South. This separation served two purposes. The first reason is because the northern Islamic rulers agreed to recognize the authority of Britain in order to keep their ways of worship and education, resulting in little political and economic change. The second reason is the majority of the natural and agricultural resources are located in the southern part of the country, along the coast. To organize the South, Christian missionaries came into the area. Their main objective was to teach them Western ways by formal education and teaching them Christian values. Britain required educated English-speaking natives to increase production and run the government. As a result of a split of the country, the South had developed a transportation system and a modern economy. Over time, Southern Nigerians were often put into leadership positions because of their higher education. A negative to the higher education was the influence of British values, such as personal freedoms. The people began to believe in personal freedoms. This caused a wave of increased nationalism in the country, resulting in freedom from British rule. The book Things Fall Apart by Achebe is a fictional account of Nigeria's colonization. The book differs from the actual event because it is told from a different point of view. One example is the book's description of the white man's court system. In the book, it makes the courts look like they're there to punish the natives for every wrongdoing, and that they were punished severely. The British account is that the courts purified the savages. Another example in the story describes how the Igbo people were converted to Christianity. The book said that really only the exiled joined the missionaries. Today, the Igbo people are mostly Catholic, which is proof that more than just the outcasts of the tribe converted. They still have their heritage, but is truly influenced by British colonization.